A US congressional committee's heard more damning evidence about Donald Trump's apparent attempts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Witnesses described how Mr. Trump and his aides put pressure on the former Vice-President Mike Pence not to validate Joe Biden's victory. Our North America correspondent Peter Bowes reports.
Another compelling hearing dissecting the events that led up to the January the 6th attack on the US Capitol. It focused on the role of the former Vice President Mike Pence, who was pressurised by Donald Trump to overturn the result of the 2020 election. The committee revealed testimony from senior members of the Trump administration that they believe is evidence that the former president knew his actions were against the law.
The former president wanted Pence to reject the votes and either declare Trump the winner or send the votes back to the states to be counted again. Mike Pence said no. He resisted the pressure. He knew it was illegal. He knew it was wrong. We're fortunate for Mr. Pence's courage.
The Capitol came under attack as Mr. Pence was certifying the election result, defying Donald Trump, who he'd spoken to earlier in the day.
There's a telephone conversation between the president and the vice president, is that correct?
Yes.
The conversation was pretty heated.
My memory, I remember hearing the word wimp. Either he called him a wimp. I don't remember if he said, "You are a wimp, you'll be a wimp." Wimp is the word I remember.
The committee was shown footage of rioters threatening to hang Mike Pence when it became known he'd refused to go along with the president's plan.
I'm telling you what, I'm hearing that Pence just caved.
No.
Is that true? I'm hearing reports that Pence caved.
No
I'm
way.
telling you, if Pence caved, we're going to drag through the streets.
At one point, the vice president was within 12 metres of the rioters. He was rushed out of the Senate chamber and spent several hours in a secure underground location. The committee was shown a tweet by Donald Trump when he knew the Capitol had been breached. He wrote, "Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. USA demands the truth." The testimony revealed during the hearing is notable because much of it comes from those in Mr. Trump's inner circle. A conservative federal judge and former advisor to Mike Pence told the committee if the former president had got his way, there would have been dire consequences for the country.
That declaration of Donald Trump as the next president would have plunged America into what I believe would have been tantamount to a revolution.
He added that with Mr. Trump likely to try to regain the presidency in 2024, he and his allies and supporters were still a clear and present danger to American democracy. The committee says the next hearing will focus on efforts to apply pressure on Republican state officials to reverse election results which were lawful. Peter Bowes, BBC News.